Welcome back, America. And today
Welcome to Growing with Druski, a place where I gather entrepreneurs, local artists, filmmakers, and influencers in one spot to pick their brains. This is Growing with Druski.
what's going down, everybody? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Big Druski, and welcome to another edition of Growing with Druski. It's season 3. And, we in the building today. We got Miss Mo back in the building.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. What's up, everybody? Hey, hey.
She's in the building, fresh haircut and all.
Man, I'm trying,
What you
man.
do to it this
Self-care.
time? What you lace them up with this time?
I did the Rising of the Phoenix. That's what I
Okay.
call it. But
The Rising
it
of
looks
the
like
Phoenix.
like a dove.
Okay. We see you back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's hit it one more time. Ooh, y'all see that? Her barber does love her.
Yeah, Dre
Shout out
Blends
to
in the
Dre
building.
Blends in the building.
Yeah, that's my barber. Yeah, he just got a new spot over there on Rancho and Craig. So yeah, that's where he at now. So.
Rancho and Craig.
Yeah, right on the
that's
corner.
That's over in the hood.
It ain't too bad.
That's not too bad. But when I say in the hood, like I remember back in the day as a kid, like my
Okay,
dad used to
got
go
you.
from Bonanza and Nellis to that area to go
Yeah.
get my haircut.
Got you.
So that's the hood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's
okay.
like that's the OG spot. You feel me?
Okay, got you.
You feel me?
The whole demographic when you put it like that. Yeah, got you.
Just like that. So we got somebody special in the building today. Hi, Juliana.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, if anybody is looking to get into the legal cannabis game the right way,
The right way.
and you need some help getting there, Miss Juliana is going to be the one to help us out
Yeah.
with Leafsheets.
Leaf sheets.
Leafsheets. Can you explain to the people what Leafsheets is?
Yes, I can. So, I've been a consultant in the industry helping investors start their dispensaries and grow facilities for 6 years. And as I've been doing that, I'll get a lot of calls from like real hungry entrepreneurs that want to get in, but they don't have the level of funding you need for consultants or for law firms,
Right.
So Leaf Sheets we developed to have all of the materials that you would get from a consulting firm or from law firms, except we did it as a DIY model. So you can take it to whatever state you're in. We have a DIY guide. You can customize it for your business and actually have a shot at competing and at getting licensed, because a lot of times people that don't have consultants or law firms will try to do the applications on their own or the operating procedures on their own, and it's a long shot if you
Right.
if you don't have professionals. So that's to help.
Awesome. Okay, so what inspired this to actually come along? Because I know a lot of us, especially minorities in the cannabis industry,
Right.
Yeah.
in that space, we want to get in, and we've got the idea. We can hire the graphic designer to make our brand. We can hire somebody to make our website.
Right.
We can even find, somebody to partner up with in cultivation and this and that.
Yeah.
But that legal game paperwork,
Right.
That's the piece.
that lawyer fee, talking about those, just the application paperwork.
Yeah.
Like all that's just a total
Foreign.
nightmare for a lot of people. You know what I mean? So
Yes. That's exactly kind of the issue we were looking to deal with.
alleviate.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when you say it's a DIY model, so you're
Yes.
saying that I could take this information, I can go and fill it out like is it like white labeling
So
paperwork?
for
How does this work?
yeah. Oh, let me tell you.
I'm curious.
For any application in any state, they'll give you a list of all of the plans and materials that you need. So if it's like job descriptions, waste management, your cultivation plan, your retail sales, whatever, it's like usually 20 to 30 plans. On Leaf Sheets, we have each plan separated out, so you can just grab whatever it is that you are looking for, whether it's all of them or just a few of them. And then for every single sheet, we created a DIY guide. So it guides you through and says, okay, everywhere it says this, replace all with this. And then it kind of guides you through, okay, these are the types of regulations you would need in this sheet. Here's how to find them in your state regulations. Here's how to cite them in there and do all of that properly.
Huh.
Yeah, because usually, so I've done this in my consulting firm. I have had people come to me who need me to very quickly fix their applications because they bought a template from someone else, but there was no guide for how to customize it. So they failed when they applied to get a license.
Right.
So I'd fix it and I was like, okay, if we're going to do Leafsheets right, and this is really going to help, whether it's just hungry entrepreneurs or it's social equity applicants, we have to tell them how to use it. Like,
Right.
They have to know how to navigate it. So that's kind of how it works.
So
Yeah.
this is cannabis applications for dummies with the Cliff Notes.
Yeah, basically.
Like if you break it down into the simplest form,
Yep.
this is paperwork for dummies with the Cliff Notes. So you better pass this class.
Yeah, everything.
Like this gives you everything that you need
Yeah,
to be successful in the cannabis industry.
exactly. And I'm
crazy.
a lean, I like to say lean startup entrepreneur, but my company, as I started 6 years ago, I started with no investors or anything. So I have that soft spot for if you're really trying to do something cool, but you just don't have all the funding. And everything in cannabis is going super corporate right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought, okay, I can't be part of that problem and just kind of only work with the really wealthy investors. So how can I contribute to the industry by helping just like the cool, gritty entrepreneurs get in? And so that's really what we were going for.
Man, 6 years.
Exciting.
So this is one of those things that it's so innovative and it's needed.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that's super needed because like we were saying earlier, it's just there's so many people who try to get into the space. And then like you were saying, they try to fill out this paperwork on their own and then they fail.
Exactly.
And they don't know where or how or why they failed.
Exactly.
So it's like denied. And he's like, what do you mean denied?
Yeah.
Like, can you tell me where to fix it? And then nobody gives you the game.
Exactly.
So with Leafsheets giving you this super easy format to go, okay, here's the paperwork that you got. Now here's how to fill it out correctly. So like you were saying, you got this spot that says, if this says X, fill it out with Y.
Exactly.
If it says A, fill it out with B.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it super easy for you, especially because a lot of us can't afford that. Them lawyer fees are just consulting fees are crazy.
You're in the six figures if you're going that route.
Easily.
Yeah.
That's why some of these licenses are $1 million plus, and it's just because all the things that you need to do before you even get to the licensing process is what's going to cost you money.
Exactly.
And so, like, I'm super intrigued about this because I started this podcast, which is the funniest thing. I started this podcast growing weed and documenting my journey growing weed.
Okay, that's why it's growing with
Druski. That's why there's a mic in the plant.
Got
You
it.
dig? And so when I was thinking about getting into the legal industry, being a minority, you go, crap. There's going to be all this paperwork.
Right.
And like I'm newbie kid from East Vegas that doesn't know a lick. So if I would have known about this a few years ago, I probably would have gotten into the game a few years ago. But now that I know about it, and now that y'all know about it too, we're at Leafsheets. Is it leafsheets.com that they can go to and get this information?
Yes, it's leafsheets.com.
Leafsheets.com. And will they be engaging directly with you or your team, or how would this work?
It'll be my team. So it's not a service, it's more of a product.
Right.
So really you just go on, buy, whatever it is you need and use the DIY guide. And then if there's any questions, you can email our support team. And we're always coming out. So this actually took us 2.5 years to make.
Nice.
Because we did it as this side hustle because my co-founder and I both have other companies. So we were like, oh my gosh, this is taking us forever. So we built it out. And so because we launched it as it is, there's going to be more and more coming out. We just got it to the state where we're like, okay, we can finally launch it. So there's always going to be more plans and everything people can look for.
Dope. Because I noticed on your social media, like you were saying earlier, if you live in different states, there's different things that different states require. And hopefully with this, Leafsheets and people paying attention and following instructions, in every state they'll be able to get where they need to be. And I like that because I was listening to, I think it was Burner on I forgot what podcast he was on, but he was talking about on $1 million worth of game.
Okay.
And he was talking about how all the different states are legal, especially when he came to branding cookies.
Yeah.
And especially with Vegas. Like, Vegas is one of the craziest states.
Yep.
Like, what have you found with the paperwork, like here, trying to help people with
everything
Nevada's paperwork versus like California's paperwork?
Okay, so I actually specifically work in limited licensing states. Nevada's one of those. So when they open and they say, okay, you can apply, but we only have this many licenses.
Right.
So you're competing. There's that for one. You have to really make sure you're doing a good job because you're competing against everybody else, which makes it different than some states like Oklahoma that have as many licenses as they can give out. You can apply and like get them. But then let's say Illinois, Ohio, New York, they'll be limited. So that's a difference here in Nevada. Also that there's only X amount of time that you can apply. So if you're not prepared to apply when that window opens,
you ain't getting it.
Oh yeah, there's no way. That's one of the things with Leafsheets. I said, okay, if we can get this 80% of the way there, if there's let's say a group of people that want to start a company and they haven't prepared prior to that window opening, they'll be way ahead. Here's 80% of it. If you can hustle and do the rest of the 20% in 8 weeks, then you're good to go, So it's a lot harder here for that reason. Yeah.
It is. Man.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
It is.
It's
It's super interesting. There's so much to learn in this space that
so much.
I have so many questions. And I don't know where to grab to next because it's like, so what do I want to know about this?
And the big thing in each state too is that the rules are entirely different. So that's one thing I've noticed. People coming from California to here will be totally shell shocked. They'll be like, wait, this is so different. Can't we just do this? And no, you can't. You know,
Prop 215 don't work out here, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. They're like, in Cali, we do this. I'm like, don't try it here. You're going to get in trouble.
What is the most interesting thing that you found yourself learning while building this company out?
While building Leafsheets? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, one interesting thing was how much longer it took me than I thought it would. I was, because I usually work on these and I put the regulations in, doing it backwards and taking them out and then trying to say, here's how you put it in. I was like, oh, this is way more difficult than I gave it credit for. And then figuring out, how do you teach someone how to do this in a way that's simple without making it overly complex when it's such a complex process? That was a bigger challenge than I thought it would be. I think we got there and figured it out, but it was definitely like, okay, this is a lot.
I feel you on that. What's one thing you wish you had known before you began your career?
In cannabis at all, or just with Leafsheets?
With Leafsheets, what's one thing you would have wished you would have known to make this process a little smoother for you?
Oh, I wish we would have known how we wanted to build it out from the very start, because we went through 2 different coders in these 2 years, lost them both because they couldn't stick it out. So this is actually our 3rd iteration.
Oh, wow.
And the way we built it was way simpler, that if we just knew that 2.5 years ago, it would have saved a lot of time. So I wish we knew that.
Yeah, the more you know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What are some of the best resources that helped you along the way building this?
One, just all the documents I had already from winning in licenses and states for these investors. And then 2, the state regulations. So we did this whole thing where I wanted to answer a bunch of regulatory questions for people in different states. So that was a big resource to just pull those answers for people. So it was a good starting spot for them. So it was really that, making that accessible.
That's super dope. For anybody looking to get into this industry and they're not looking to jump right into getting in consulting or anything like that, can they go to leafsheets.com and get this general information on how to proceed, and when they're ready, maybe tap in with you guys and get everything rolling? So
they can look at all of the regulatory answers that they're looking for, and then and then we also have the general DIY guide, which kind of walks you through everything that it'll take once you take that step forward and get the sheets that you need. So they can take a look at that kind of master DIY guide and see, okay, this is all the, stuff at time that I'll be investing in order to make it happen, and then see if it's really something that they want to do.
Perfect. Now, I need you to look at that camera right there, and I need that one dead in front of me. And I need you to tell everybody in the world where we can find you, what we can do with Leafsheets.com, and
where they can find Leafsheets.com.
I mean, you can find Leafsheets.com on the internet.
Leafsheets.com.
At Leafsheets.com. You can find them on Instagram at
Leafsheets, Facebook at Leafsheets, LinkedIn at Leafsheets, and then you can find me personally at official Juliana Whitney.
There it is. And can we get some deep behind the scenes info from you if we tap in on the DM? Let's say I got a question like, hey, Juliana, I'm on like page 17 of this.
Right.
And I just don't get the DIY right here, but I'm looking at it. I just don't understand it. Can I contact you?
Yes, it would be better to contact the Leafsheets account, and we'll answer all the questions.
See, I was trying to get that,
Right.
exclusive. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all need to hit the email, customer support.
You can have that one-on-one, but I'm like, not everybody. I'll be so overwhelmed. Like, no way.
Everybody, don't DM her at the same time. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Hit the email.
Yep,
right.
Yep, exactly.
Leafsheets.com.
Yes.
The customer-friendly, consumer-friendly way.
Entrepreneur-friendly.
That's
my favorite part. Yeah.
To get into the cannabis industry.
Exactly.
Man, we thank you for coming and joining us on the Growing With Druski podcast. There was a lot of information that I think a lot of people needed to know.
Tapping in, for sure.
A lot of people need to know that information because it's not the information that's out there in the world.
Right.
And that's what I like to do. I like to give everybody the game.
There it is.
You know what I mean? So thank you so much for joining us in. We're going to have some guests joining us in. The Brothers Custom or Veli Customz print shop owners out of Las Vegas, Nevada. This is part 2. And we'll be going on a quick little hiatus here. I'm going to play a little bit of music here while we get our next guest in and everybody have some fun. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
She like the way I do. Ain't seen nothing yet, shawty. It's like the two-light crew. When I'm loving that body, I finesse that. I finesse that.
Yeah. Finesse like a finger roll. Eyes glued to the tube, they won't leave hymns alone. That gold beard really got you obsessed. I'm bagging all the baddies and I ain't even get a cut yet. Not done yet, that's a no-no. I'm trying to look real cinematic with the slow-mos. It take a minute to render the footage, but it's good for the promos. All these DMs in my gram gon' make her loco. I've been on my own solo. I done got my own full of Lolo. We gon' take a long trip full of photos. She say I got that mamba in me. Rest in peace to the brobo. Shit.
She like the way I do. Ain't seen nothing yet, shawty. It's like the two-light crew. When I'm loving that body, I finesse that. I finesse that.
I finesse that. I finesse that. I finesse that. I finesse that. I finesse that.
Put some food on my plate. Hungry like I ain't ate. She know I gon' get it. Come back and split it. Yeah, we gon' be straight. She know I got that muscle. She know sometimes I flex. She know sometimes I walk around like I got capital that's on my chest. Yeah, baby, I'm a hustler. Got to get low. I stack it up to the ceiling. We making a killing for sure. Ay, she like the way I do. Ain't seen nothing yet, shawty. It's like the two-light crew. When I'm loving that body, I finesse that. I finesse that. She like the way I do. Ain't seen nothing yet, shawty. It's like the two-light crew. When I'm loving that body, I finesse that.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know who this is, man. It's your boy, Big Druski, and we are back. And we've got some special people back in the building. All the way from northern Las Vegas.
Nah.
No, sir. You said, nah, don't even say all that.
No, sir.
They
no,
from,
sir.
Nah, we got to rep from where they really from.
Yeah,
They're
no.
really from that California life.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about?
We from Oceanside,
They are
California.
back in the building.
He said northern.
Nah.
Northern Las Vegas, where their shop is located.
You feel me? It feel a little bit like Oceanside over there, but it's not.
It feels a little bit like Oceanside over there. Just a little bit.
It's a little rougher.
The hood of Oceanside.
Do you know what I'm saying?
The hood of
As soon as you go away from the beach,
bruh.
you go down that hood.
Go down there, Tent City and around the corner there,
Just no beach. Just no beach.
Just no beach.
Just no beach.
Yeah, that's Vegas.
Might find a lake or two.
Exactly.
There it is. So we have, French, McMillan, and Miller.
Exactly.
Jake, DaIjon, and Davion.
That part.
In the building. See, look, y'all can't mess up the names.
There it is.
I had to start with the last names because the first names sound too similar. So you know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Break it up a little bit.
Had to
Got
break
you.
it up a little
Yeah.
bit. Get them right.
Perfect.
Right.
Get them right. So last time we were here, Jake was not in the building with us.
I was not.
You was not. What you was doing? You was driving home.
I was in California, I just recently moved, getting everything right back there.
There you go. And then, so you travel for work, then you come down here and help out at the shop as well.
Yeah.
Golly, how many hours do you drive getting down here, bro?
It depends. I try and leave like late night, early morning so I don't hit traffic, and it's normally about 4 hours, but I fly sometimes too.
Okay. Did y'all put him on the spirit jug, didn't y'all?
Yeah, guaranteed.
I heard they're getting better. They done made some upgrades.
They taught me that early on, so it was like, once I found that out,
Yeah, Mo, you
makes
right.
it way cheaper.
You're right. They got the bigger seats now.
I heard.
And they
Leg room
upgrading
and shit.
And they upgrading to Wi-Fi on the planes
Oh,
And they got Wi-Fi.
I heard if you go to the ticket counter, you get a little discount too.
That part. Oh man, so we found out about.
Oh my!
Don't tell nobody.
We found out when we went, the three of us who was going to Denver, and we found out about it. That's how it was on accident.
Exactly.
I was trying to go stuff all this shit into a backpack and see if because they make you put the backpack inside that little metal
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
So I was trying to see if it fit, and I was like, while I was up here, can I buy a ticket? And they like, yeah, it's actually cheaper if you buy a ticket. And I'm like, what you mean? Like everybody knows it's cheaper if
Right.
you buy the ticket online, and they like, no, we're scared. We got penny flights. Actually, today Tuesday. So let me look. Where you going? Denver. I called both of them on the phone, and I'm like, bro, this shit's $38. He was
Round
he the
trip.
first one. He said, bro, can you buy mine? Like,
Right,
everything you talking about, can you get mine today, bro?
There
Like,
it
I got
is.
38.
I'll cash out this to you right now.
I think this is before Cash App was even a thing. It was just like, bro, I'm gonna give it to you when I see you.
When I see you, I got you the cool 40.
Cool.
Easy.
Went out there to Denver, Colorado for High Times Cannabis Cup 2015. It was a great time.
Man, that sounds like a good time. Denver, Colorado, High Times Cannabis Cup. You got your boys with you.
Paris OG was doing it crazy. That's when they was just they was doing that weird shit that year. Remember where you couldn't?
Yeah, it was like, we were used to like the California type cups, which was like back in the 215 days, it was way different.
Right.
So we were a little spoiled,
Yeah, when you had the turkey bags just right here on the table.
Free dabs, everybody was
Somebody
competing,
walking up talking about $1 grams
Exactly.
in the
That's
turkey
real.
bag and it's gas too.
And then we went out there and it was like, you could only look at things. You couldn't buy anything. It was like,
I guess the day before they got like a notice because that Alphametic
Yeah.
had said that like they got an email or some shit saying that if you sell any cannabis, give it any shit like that, you're going to get a fine at your booth.
Right.
So Paris,
some people though started like out of nowhere just started selling, and it was like you could tell because it was like they had the line, but they couldn't like show anything. It was like
But Parasol G just said, fuck it, and gave their shit away. They just threw all that shit off their stage.
It was just like, here.
Like, fuck it, we can't sell it. So they got a little like shatter gun and just shot out hella wax. And when we got back to the hotel, there was like a gram of wax in my hoodie. We were jumping everywhere trying to grab. They threw 14 grams of wax. They did like an ounce of wax for who could do 100 push-ups. They were trying to see what stoner, who could smoke, who was out there smoking, but still got their fitness shit right.
Oh, wow. Real push-ups.
You hit 100.
Yeah,
was it an ounce or was it like a QP or something?
It was a lot.
He gave a grip of wax. Just get whoever can get the 100. I think he did like 97 and they took it, bro. They still gave it to him.
They still gave it to him. I mean, dang, you knocked that out. You knocked out 97 of them things, bro.
And you've been smoking all day. So it was like, you probably,
you probably do this on a regular.
100%.
On the regular. All right, man. So why'd you sock my mans in the chest over the Monopoly game?
Yeah. Bring it up all the
Dark time.
We're going to get your side of the story today,
Got to.
He told his side. Let's
I don't know
tell
if there's a
yours.
reason. I don't really know if there's a reason to it because, like he told you guys, he didn't even say a word or nothing.
He said he just breathed in hard.
I think it was my brother. My brother just picking on the situation.
Right.
Making me
Hype it up.
Exactly.
Just hyping it up. Like,
exactly.
You going to let him talk like that to you in your house?
Isn't that what he's doing? Literally just picking on it the whole time. Oh,
But still make sure you pick the stuff up. Though.
Right.
Like, cause
Still make sure.
picking at him, but like, make sure you get that shit up his mama and then slip
Exactly.
it in
And
there,
I
in the
got to
room.
do it because then now he's being who he is. And it's like, if you don't pick it up, then
Right.
I don't really know what's going to happen. But
Right.
I'm not really trying to find out.
I'm not trying to get the parental units involved.
So I don't think it was nothing against bro. It was literally
It was
just
good at the same. Like I threw the money still, so it's like this. Then you're laughing. And my brother's picking on me, so you shut up over there. And I'm gonna show my brother I'm really big dog.
I'm going to show my
all the
brother
kids
I can
my
handle
age,
this.
When it's the people my age, I'm big dog around the people my age.
That
But
part.
when I'm around y'all niggas, I'm me still.
but it's all good. It's all good.
It's all love. That's family right
family
there.
squabbles.
That's family right there.
We made it here.
It's all love.
So, from him going to this class, fresh, fly, fitted, and going, fuck this. What made you pick up the torch, man, and like what really made it hold on for you?
I think it was the position in life that I was in at that time. I had just moved out here from California. Me and my girlfriend, my son, just trying to make everything better. Bro lived out here. Heard it was cheaper. Prices are going up. Don't move to Vegas.
That part.
We just
Stay
tried to,
away from
tried to
here.
do something different. And I was working at AutoZone. So when he was doing that, when he was at the shop, learning the class and doing everything like that, I was at work at AutoZone. So then when he bought the shop and bought the first machine, I would leave work and go straight there.
Right.
And that's just what I did for like a couple weeks on end. And then it got to the point where he's like, this isn't for me. This is too much. It's like nothing's working. We're in here and nothing's working. Like burning the screen, reclaiming the screen, printing an image. Nothing was working.
Every failure you could probably go through.
I kid you not.
Ooh, he's giving me the side eye. I don't even want to know.
Bro, I kid you not.
Talk to him. Talk to me, dog.
Every failure. We have
Every last one you
bro,
can think
it was
of.
just like printing the screen or like
keep
putting it on the
looking at
thing and it was crazy. It's
Because I'm
just too
having
much.
flashbacks in this.
He
Like,
keep looking at me
Bro,
mad sideways, bro.
bro's
Y'all not
hitting
even
me,
catching
and it's
this.
like every day it was some new shit. Because I'm not in there.
Right.
I don't want to be in there. Bro's in there every day, and he's like,
After work though.
Right after
I just
he's
did
like, bro,
8 to
they-
9 hours. So then I'm
At
just going
AutoZone.
just to like, all right, let's see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Watch a couple YouTubes. All right, I got it. No.
genuinely loving this shit.
That's not what's going on.
And he's like, bro,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
the nigga on the YouTube shit, man, Lee Stewart. Shout out Lee Stewart. He's on the
Shout
thing.
out Lee Stewart.
Shout out.
If you see
He's
this.
watching them every day, and it's crazy because we started like kind of the exact same time that he started.
Right.
Doing his screen printing thing, and he's basically just recording everything how we're doing now with you, but from the beginning showing trial and error, like this shit's
Real
tough.
trial and error. Like
But-
everything I'm telling you, he was showing it, like sitting on the ground, like, I'm just so defeated, bro. I tried this. I didn't start it over and done this. And it's like, I got to come back tomorrow. And he'll cut the video and then come back tomorrow. Like, all right, let's see what we can do. You know what I'm saying?
But then
for real.
times it by 1,000 because it's Lee Stewart. He's doing it his way where he got $20,000 to go buy everything brand new. I want to jump into screen printing, and I'm buying everything that you need screen printing because this shit is expensive as hell, and he's doing it all from the brand new.
It's not a hobby, folks.
We're doing we got it for $800 to $1,000, and bro every day is like, yo, man, we need to upgrade this and we need to do this. And I'm like, nah, nigga. Like Ray said, we got everything that we need, nigga. For $1,000.
It's like, bro, we good over here.
Rent is like 6-7 nigga. Like we came out. And he's like, nah, bro, this dude Lee, like he got the nice, not like he got this version we got, but the new one.
Right.
And we should probably, so we slowly start every day. He like, nigga, here's a sheet of all the shit we need to get from Southwest. And it's like, hell no, that shit is expensive.
But not knowing that this business is really like that, you know what I'm saying? The outcome is amazing.
Right.
The show for sure. From the creativity side to the financial side, it's all.
What's your favorite part?
The creativity side, making something out of nothing. For sure.
Is that with anybody's brand, product,
like he says,
like
it's
that,
more
or?
so with everybody else's but our own. Everybody else's stuff is harder than us because
it's super hard.
Because if I mess your stuff up, then I got to deal with you.
Right, exactly.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I mess my stuff up, it's like, all right, we're just gonna
make a new
try
one.
again.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
He's got to deal with somebody that he already socked in the chest, so it doesn't really. It's really nothing.
He ain't gonna let that one go.
I ain't gonna deal with nobody. To be honest, it's all good.
It's all love.
So we've been rocking with this one right here. This is our staple, y'all. For everybody watching, this is it.
The finesse.
Just finesse.
Just finesse.
I don't think
they finessing the game with it too. That shit looks saucy.
And we've been rocking the same print for the last 2.5 years, and it's finna be. This is it. This is a staple. This is a logo. This is what we rocking with.
I can dig it. Now I need that in that Nipsey blue. And you know, I know you got me. You got me. You know what I'm saying?
We here, man.
Nipsey blue.
That's a cold one.
He's cold with it. He's cold with it. Big Jake. What's your favorite part about all this, man? About coming down to the shop, doing this screen print thing?
You know, I'd say also the creativity side, you know, like kind of the same thing, but a big thing for me was just like trying to build a business with my bros. You know, like I've known them my whole life.
I was about to say, he's part of one of the 15 you can call right off the top.
6th grade. Me and Jake met in 6th grade, and then me and bro known since 4th grade, and we all intertwined around 8th at my 8th grade party. Bro came to my 8th grade party. Jake was there, and Jake was the one with the loud in 8th grade, and Davion was like, up the hill, bro. Up the hill, me, bro.
Come outside with me real quick, big dog.
Started a little
right around the corner. You know, I'm the one in my family, you know what I'm saying? I look at all the cousins.
Right. That's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going outside.
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely started maybe a little young, but.
No, I think that's around the perfect age, you know what I'm saying? Right before high school? Right before high school? That's when you need it, I swear to God. If I would have found weed freshman year of high school, I'd have been chill. I'd have been one of the most chill kids in high school, boy, I'm telling you.
The pros and cons, you know. There's pros and cons. I was chilling, for sure.
For sure.
But oh, yeah.
So 4th grade, 6th grade, common denominator comes in, and y'all all just link it all up, and it's been like that ever since.
Ever since.
Still ain't broke code. Yeah, that's what's up, man. It's really inspiring because now, like, we had 2 of them in the building, and he said, like, no, off the top, I can call maybe 10 people,
right? Yeah,
and they'll be here,
right.
I need them to be here; they'll be here, and it's real, like.
And that's the thing, you like, because you know, as you get older, you meet new people, you're networking and stuff like that, but you start realizing like when times are harder, when you really need people,
like, who's
like
solid?
Certain people are answering the phone, so
right.
It's like when you got those kind of people, you just hold on to them. And it's
definitely
like,
got to.
We stay like family for sure.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I met Morgan a couple years ago, you know, later on in life, but Morgan's my dog.
You know what? We actually met last year at Bray's birthday party.
It's been exactly April makes it the year, huh?
Yeah,
that's
we've been
crazy.
rocking tough though.
But we've been rocking super tough.
It's been
since
like you my peoples,
Like Morgan, I found Morgan was like low key behind the scenes. I didn't know she was like boosting and promoting me like that until I like scrolled up and I was like, oh, she doing this on her own like a real homie. Like that's what made me embrace her even more. I was like, I ain't gotta ask.
And when you see the vision,
call each other
shit
up.
is clear. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I could call her up and vent and just be like, I'll make a stupid comment and be like, man, I'm tired of being broke. Bling, just a little, hey, yo, here's $10, man. Go get you something to eat real quick, doc. You know what I'm saying? Go get a drink. Go get a beer. You know what I'm saying? Go do what you need to do. Relax. You know what I'm saying? But we got you. And then I'm the same with her. She'll call me up and she'll be like, dog, I just can't. Boom. I'm sending it through just because, that's the homie. That's love right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see it no other way. You know what I'm saying? That's like a real friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely.
Like you said, when you find the people who embrace you like that and want to be a part of your circle, man, you don't let them go.
Yeah.
You don't let them go at all.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So what's the most creative thing you think you've done with this brand?
Finesse Division or Veli Customz?
Veli Customz.
The most creative thing?
The most creative piece of work that you got out there right now that you think we can go find?
To be totally honest, if you just went to Still Moving, like everything I've done for them is pretty dope. Pretty colorful, pretty layered.
Nobody cares, work harder.
Exactly.
That's my favorite shirt.
You feel me?
That was my favorite shirt in that whole place. I was
most
like,
of
nobody
those
cares,
is
work
one
harder.
of the dopest ones.
That's dope.
For sure.
Because that statement is so real.
And they come with different designs, pretty often.
And they're like colorful. There's work that you have to put into them for sure.
So they always keep you on your toes.
Oh yeah,
design wise, creatively. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Defining somebody that keeps you guys moving.
Just bringing a brand to life wise, just like you gonna have to work with different type of people in this industry, and working with Angel specifically, it's not really even Dizzy. Angel. He gonna have you on your toes. Angel gonna have you on your P's and Q's
all day, huh?
Yes, sir.
Makes everybody better for sure. Because then you start taking that to your other jobs, and now it's like you just deal with that same strict attitude with everybody, so you don't ever mess up. You know what I'm saying?
Very true. Very true.
So shout out to Andrew for that, cause for sure. Because bro, we'll do some stuff and it'll be that looks amazing. Here come the ruler. Dang, this shirt is fly, bro. But here's the ruler, and it's like,
and he's like, but this measurement's off by a quarter of an inch.
And then he's dead ass serious, and he's not even close to kidding,
and not even playing with y'all.
It looks fire though, fam. It looks nice. Everything is quality as work. But I swear we said 4 inches for sure, like 4 1/4, and it's like, whew. You did. So we gonna redo these ones.
So we just gonna go back to the drawing board. I guess.
So then the next time we do it, it's like we gonna get the
right now. You got the ruler.
You'll get the ruler. Okay.
I be looking at bro. It's like, nah,
he's sitting there double eyeing it. Like,
make sure this is 4 inches, because
right, because there's rulers coming out on you again. You don't do it, man. But see, like you said, it makes you better. And then when you get another, you go to another client, you're doing their work, you have that mentality in your head, like, boom, this is going to be right here. It's going to be laid out.
Like, you can't even call me back.
Perfect. Right. You're going to do it so good that call back.
We'll just
you're going to be calling me back for another order.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get a lot of those. Love those.
Gotta love it.
All about the repeat.
Gotta love it. Jake, how long have you been in with these guys?
So
doing this, like, were you from day one, or did you?
No, I came in a little bit later. So they were already doing it for like a solid year, and then me and DaIjon had kind of talked about getting an embroidery machine. Like I had already, me and him have kind of like when we were younger clicked on clothes and shoes early on. So that's kind of always been just some of the interest, and then that kind of just progressed into like I said, I just wanted to build something with my homies, make something happen. You know, we've been trying to build or think of a business since way back when, you know, so just kind of fell in naturally.
A lot of fail and repeats.
Yeah, you know.
What's one of the biggest failures? Now that you say that, what's one of the biggest failures?
Like business-wise?
Yeah.
Not succeeding.
But you still, I see the success because you're still going. So what didn't you succeed at is my question.
I mean, that's a good question.
You talking about like past
like
businesses or like past stuff we've tried?
Something in the past that made you grow. Like, what was the biggest thing that like you got done in it? It was like, fuck, that didn't work out. But then the next time, it was like, oh, okay, y'all not gonna play with me at this anymore.
So yeah, it would have to
say like the delivery service, you know, like trying to do the cannabis industry back in California. It's like we were going good, but
it was the biggest loss money.
You know, like when Prop 64 switched over from 215, a lot of things kind of changed, you know. So it was like we could keep going, but I mean, we also learned a lot about like running a business, you know. So
exactly.
Like, and that's where like I think starting like early on, you kind of like realize the flaws. I know like there's a lot of self-discipline issues, you know, you got to work through.
Oh yeah.
And it's like just live and learn.
I dig it. So from the I wouldn't say the downfall, but the definite lessons that were learned from the delivery business, some of those still carry on into Veli Customz.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
That's what it's supposed to do. I mean, if you didn't learn from the failure, what was the point?
Exactly.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's all right to fail as long as you use it as a lesson, and just keep on pushing.
Everybody, I hope you heard that, because we're going to repeat that one on Instagram a few times.
Keep it pushing.
Just keep on pushing.
That's a bar right there, sir.
Yeah, just never stop, really. Like, 'cause the biggest thing is we stopped the last one. Like, we had to stop, obviously, because how the prop situation went, but we didn't want to. But I mean, I guess we could have like tried to finagle our way around it, or tried to figure out a way around and kind of just hustled on the black market until we got some bread. But, you know, with this right here, that's why we put that fight clause in. We're like, this ain't ever finna stop.
Right.
No matter what. When our kids go through the contract, they're gonna laugh their ass off when they see that they got to go ahead and square it up.
That's going to be
in order
crazy.
to go ahead and sell the company in piece by piece. If you want to sell your piece off, then y'all go ahead and line it up over there.
And even after the square, that's the thing. It's like,
he said they got a fight clause for the kids, Mo.
For all of us.
He said, look, when they're dead and gone, and the kids are all grown up, 40-something odd years old,
right,
looking like...
No, I think he was saying
look,
that
man,
they're going to be dying when they read that part of the
look,
clause. Like,
they're sitting there and they in the hospital, kids grown up now looking like... So it's either we keep this thing going, or I'm going to have to sock you in your chest.
Right.
Hope you throw this Monopoly money. Me and you going to have to go at it. That's crazy that y'all actually put that in writing. I love that, though. I love it, though, because it reminds me of my wedding vows. Like, me and my wife, Dad, looked at each other, and then we looked at everybody who was there, all 50 people, and said, look, divorce isn't an option.
Yeah.
We literally put it in our vows. Like, we'll be two miserable people looking at each other, but we ain't getting divorced. So we're going to have to work this out. And that was our thing. Like, we put ourselves in a position where I have to work this out with my best friend.
Yeah.
Because this is lifelong. So we going and she's Irish. So we gonna have to work these things out.
Right.
And I love that from the friend aspect. Like, look, we friends, we've committed to this. Anything happens, dog, me and you gonna have to go around the corner first and box this thing out and look each other in the face and go, all right, so what's up? And that's some real shit. That's some real homie love right there. Like, and that shows real homies too for me. Like, the ones that you can really go over have a little tussle with real fast, and then look at each other and go, all right, that's over with. Let's go back in here and get to work.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
That's when you know you got some real ones in your corner.
Yeah. It's like what we were talking about last time, it's like, it's family. And like family, you're not about to just walk away from. Like, you might fight, but it's like once you really been through enough situations with somebody, like, you realize.
That foundation is solid. That's all you really need at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And proper communication.
Exactly.
Proper communication goes a long way. And you can tell
That these three gentlemen have that in between them. That real, I talk to you on a real level. It ain't no sugar coated, some real things. Like, you can tell one of these guys have probably gotten a phone call from each other going, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
We definitely all had some tough conversations.
But to see that y'all are still here,
Right.
that's the awesome part about
There
it.
it is.
Yeah.
That's the dope part about that for me, that y'all are still here, y'all still riding. The business hasn't been compromised over that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a real example for people to look into getting into business, especially if you're getting into business with your friend. Make sure this your real homie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna show quick.
Right. Those are the kind of things that business and friendship don't mix too well. But if y'all are real homies, y'all be able to get over it and get through anything.
We've been doing the business thing like since way back. Like, now that
y'all was probably selling world's best chocolate together.
You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying?
Door-to-door magazines.
Door to doors. I'm like, look, man, you get this one. If she hit her with the no, I'm gonna come through behind you. Like, so you tell me,
Rebuttal, right?
boom, tag team back again.
Right.
They own it. I love this. I love the dynamic between. This is what I call a family. You know what I'm saying? And you can bloods is there. You know what I'm saying? Blood is there, but you can choose and pick and make a family and build, and to see that these guys are childhood friends.
Right.
That's the dope part for me. Because you don't I've got one person I talk to, one person that I've known my whole life that we still talk to this day. One person on a consistent level.
Yeah.
But, two, because the one I filmed the jiu-jitsu tournament with, I've known him since the 6th grade.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And we've been going back and forth. And that's the funniest thing. So me and him were in rival gangs, but we were best friends. He was a Pyru blood. I'm a 60 Crip. And we had no issues. We knew what we did on the extracurricular. You know what I'm saying? We all got our other sets of homies and this and that. Our big homies found out that we were kicking it on the low, and they made us fight. So we go around the corner, squabble it up. Now, I'm not even going to lie. He whoops my ass. I get my ass totally whooped. I'm talking about the first fight I've ever had in my life, 6th grade. I get the brakes beat off me. But then he picks me up. We look at each other, shake it off. You want to go to Taco Bell after this? All right, dog. We waited till all the homies left, the bigger homies left, and we went to Taco Bell.
I said went to Taco Bell after
The
this.
bigger homies.
The ones that made sure we fought.
Right.
They were satisfied with the fight,
Right.
so they left. And then we looked at each other. I was like, Taco Bell? All right, man. We've been cool. Like, we were always cool. It was just that the big homies had us fight. But we've never really had no issues, and we still cool to this day. Like, he calls me up. He came through for my birthday. I hadn't seen his baby born and all kinds of stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? To have homies like that, it's a blessing.
Definitely.
It's a real blessing.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, what's one thing that you would tell somebody, sir? You would tell somebody getting into your shoes in this game of screen printing and business, and
Stay down. Just stay down.
stay loyal.
Just stay down, stay loyal, keep your head down, and keep working. That's it. That's what I'm going to say from my point of view.
There it is.
Because it's going to come. You know what I'm saying? The money's
Right.
not really what we're working for. We're working for the freedom and the time to be
Right.
with our families.
There it is.
So it's like I'm going to be in the position where I'm going to be able to buy everything in the world. You know what I'm saying? But it's the time that we fighting for. Because if I was stuck at AutoZone for 8 hours a day, every single day, and when you get higher up, you only work longer.
Man.
So
I'll never get into the corporate system like that again. I swear to God.
that's out.
Man, nah. Being an assistant general manager of a restaurant, like I was there 12 to 14 hours. It was like my whole day. Then they would want me to come home, try to get 8 hours of sleep. You know you ain't getting 8 hours. You're getting more like 3.5 with a cat nap just to be up to go do it again.
Right.
Like, nah. That's why I'm glad I stepped into, being an entrepreneur and opening up my own company because, like you said, I got the time and the freedom to do things. And that's what I was really working for, was the freedom to be able to spend more time with my wife and go just to my sister's house and see my nieces and nephews whenever I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's the love. That's what I do it for, you know what I mean? So the money, like you said, the money will come.
It's got to. I mean, it's only. Come on.
I mean, the only way the money ain't going to come is if you half-assing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's the only way that it's not coming, is if you bullshitting on what you doing, then that's when it's going to show. That's when it's going
to people. I'm like, this isn't no garage operation. Like, we're surpassed that. We're really in business.
Right.
Like, stop playing with us.
Yeah, this is our second shop. We had a complete first shop. That shit was a hole in the wall.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Tell us about it.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, we didn't know about the first shop.
Shit, we had a rinky-dink, a hole in the wall right over there.
It was like an apartment turned to businesses. That's what the dude was trying to do. So you could only get in there if you had a business, but it was like an apartment, kind of 1 bedroom.
Whole bunch of studio apartments converted into a business.
Oh yeah, it was like in like a crazy alley type thing, like
right over there by the Q Club off of here.
Yeah,
I know where you're talking about.
You know where the clothing store on the arm is?
Yeah,
we were right in that alley behind it.
Yeah,
that's where Yaya's Cafe.
Okay,
Yaya's Cafe is right over there.
Got you.
Yeah. Right over by the green door and the Q Club, all right over there.
Hole in the wall shop.
Yeah. That's one of them spots like you get in there because it's your first spot and then you quickly realize I need to get the fuck out of here.
Bro, the cops were over there every day.
Like twice a day in that area.
It was nuts. You got to instantly go in there and lock the door behind you.
Yeah.
And like get your work done and let's go to fuck home.
What was the little house that was like the abandoned spot that was right next to it?
Oh shit, I don't even know.
He said the little abandoned house
next to it.
Every day like clockwork. There was like a gray Tesla that would go back that way, and then one of them little shit. I'm gonna get in trouble for not being grammatically correct.
We're gonna change the subject.
Fuck all
right.
We're trying to succeed in every aspect. And we're not trying to say nothing we're not supposed to. So let's just not.
So we just say they was in a bad area.
Yeah.
And they upgraded.
We made it out. That's it.
Upgraded.
Yes, sir.
The reason we ended up leaving over there is because they hit us with some funny shit. They like, you need a permit for such and such. So we go to the city to go get the permit that they said that we needed it for.
And the city's looking at you like
we're operating out of like
a building that's not a building.
A building that doesn't exist in the system.
They're like, what unit you in? They're like number 7. They was like, no, you're not. And I'm like,
it only goes up to 6.
There's like, it only goes up to 6. They're like, go downstairs to zoning and planning because they're the one who issue out the unit numbers for this property. And
right.
Went downstairs and they like, yeah, bro. In building 1, top and bottom, there's 6 units upstairs, 6 units downstairs. Same thing on the other side. I said, well, my unit number says 7.
On the
I
door.
paid, like on our lease, it says unit 7. So there is no
So
unit
they
7.
done split unit 6 in half. Like, damn.
And they hit y'all with the finagle.
So I'm like,
The finesse.
so we're like, we can't get the permit you're talking about. Oh, I'll go to the city and take care of it. And it's like 2-3 months pass, and it's like, yo, did y'all go to the city and take care of what y'all supposed to so we can get the permit that y'all want us to have?
Right.
Right.
No.
Y'all fucking with the church's money.
We out of here, bruh. We gonna let's look for something a little bigger. It's kind of small in here anyway.
Right.
The embroidery machine ain't gonna fit through the door. Like, let's just
go ahead
this
and
ain't
go.
the one.
We just out of here.
Bro found the spot on Craigslist, and we ain't never leaving Grumpy Joe mean ass.
Did Joe ever hang y'all sign?
No, Joe didn't hang shit. No, he ain't no signs. Yeah, no, Joe ain't hanging no signs. No,
it's too damn heavy.
No, it's actually.
I told you, boys.
We got a dude, a family friend named Job Moody, who's supposed to be hanging a sign up, but bro, always he busy. He just busy, and we,
life happens. So
he got an actual 9 to 5, and then all the stuff he does for our shop, the electrical work, hanging up the signs, all that. That's just like. He'll charge us extra or whatever to do some shit. Like he did our electrical work and gave him $400. He's like, this is a $1,500 job, right? And it's like,
and here's a couple of crew necks.
I'm like, he was like, man, you think you can make me a shirt that said "Love is love"? Because I ain't never had a bad day in my life. I'm like, you know what? We could do that shit, Joe.
I got you.
We could make you. What size you is? You a 2X? All right, Job Moody, we got you, man.
Right.
Bro, like, make that nigga some shirts today. Get him 2 of them.
Make him 2 shirts and a sweater, like right now.
14, 13, no.
Man, we definitely gonna have to have y'all back again.
Definitely.
I just like the energy. 100%. I like the family dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's rare that you like. The one thing that always is inspiring to me about this group here is the loyalty between them.
Yeah, no fakeness, no okie dokes, no nothing like that.
Nah, and
they all solid.
All solid, and to keep that mentality, like you've got the one who learned it, then he passed the game on to his people. You know what I'm saying? What you supposed to do? Like to me, that makes him an OG.
Yeah, and then whoever got the son know all the shirt sizes, the prices, and all that shit. So shit, keep it in the family.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah.
So these kids know the breakdown if you ask them real quick.
Yeah,
like talking about run the business for me when I'm out of here. You know what I mean? And that's what's love about it, because we always talk about generational wealth.
Yeah.
That's it.
We talk about legacy. Mm-hmm. We talk about leaving things to our loved ones.
Yeah.
To leave your family a business. And then even if they don't want to open the business or continue with it, they still have skills that they can use in any other thing that they want to do. Mm-hmm. You've got the business acumen. You got screen printing in itself is a thing.
It's never going to go away ever. You're always going to need something.
You down and you go, man, this ain't. You can always hop back into that screen printing game from all that knowledge you learned. You taught your children when they grow. And they might not want to do it, but then they find themselves like, man,
I know this will make me some money one time. I ain't gonna be hungry.
That part.
Right.
Or they might find themselves just in a creative space. Yep. Like, I don't like nothing in the store.
Exactly.
They hit the thrift store. All of a sudden, they got dads painting out and this and that and the screen and woo, woo, woo. And then next thing you know, they got something fly on. And you're like, so you just going to use, you owe me $10 for all the paint you used though, right? Shit. You owe me some money.
$27.
He said $27. He said, look here.
Them quartz is expensive.
How many quartz did y'all, how much paint did y'all use on that? What was it? 350, 400 something odd job? How much paint would you use on a job like that?
Oh,
single color.
So we don't operate like a traditional shop where they'll like weigh out the shit that they're doing, or they'll use a system that tells them how much that they're supposed to be using per shirt, color, design. We just kind of pull this shit out there, put it on there.
Make it do what it do.
The ancestors talking like seasons.
Right. We work like the ancestors.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
That's a little darker blue.
Yeah,
like, bro, what you doing with all that ink on there, man? I'm like, I'm trying to get right. He was like, bro, you doing like 7 shirts, man? I'm like,
you got enough on there for 10.
Like, last time, man, you normally don't even like to put ink on there because I be trying to, save the ink or not have to scrape it off after. The shit don't.
You be trying not to get your clothes dirty.
And that. I hate that shit, man.
Yeah, that's nearly impossible.
It's not.
But it's not. Exactly.
Because we know, again, we said, my boy, shout out to the branch off out in California, they ain't getting ink nowhere, bruh. Ray going in there and he coming out exactly how he went in there. Ink ain't getting nowhere. The shit ain't in the ceilings, man. The shit is
So paint just going everywhere.
Everywhere, man. I can just think about the shop right now. There's some shit sitting on the wall it shouldn't even be.
I'm just gonna look for that red glob the next time I come.
No, I cleaned it. Just for you. I cleaned those shit.
I cleaned it.
I got it this time.
I went and seen it. I'm like, oh, this is the shit he was talking
He's like,
about.
that's the glove right
That's
there.
the shit he was talking about underneath the blue.
Because I was just like, where the fuck did that? Like, they pulled out blue ink. Where did this red? It's still glistening, and then you learn that ink doesn't dry until you dry the ink. So it's just fresh, glistening red ink blob. Just gonna be a glistening red ink blob until they clean it up. Like, damn, just gonna be wet.
Gonna be there.
Like, what? I would have hated to accidentally have stepped in that glob.
And then, because the thing about that is that glob would have turned into 42 globs before you found out. You feel what I'm saying? You would have looked down like, and then retraced that like, oh
shit, this is where I was walking.
This is crazy.
Bro, I'll be in the shop and bro will grab me by the arm and he'll be like, look, there it is.
Look at your elbow.
Look at your elbow, bro. Back got.
All on your tricep. Just
I'm like, what the fuck I just doing?
I wasn't even over there like that.
Wasn't even over there. Shit is it's stressful and fun and forces you to be creative if you're not creative. Shit cool, I guess. Dealing with these niggas is creative. I guess it's cool. They'll bring the creativeness out you.
That's the thing. At the end of the day, if you're doing it with your family, it's like, that's all that matters.
And that's how you know truth. You got people who like to do this shit and people who don't. Because like bro said, he was going to that motherfucker every single day and he'll still go to the shop by himself and be in there by himself. And I'll come in there and the music be bumping and shit and it's like a party in there. That nigga's having fun. If you catch me in the shop by myself,
if y'all saw the face, he was giving
you're not
me.
even gonna, because like you got the back roll up door and shit.
Right.
I can when he's in the shop by himself, you can hear the music coming around, so I'll just drive around to the back to go back there. If I'm in the shop, nothing's open. We're closing this motherfucker. Everything's down. There ain't no music on. We're not happy about it. None of that shit. We're not happy. Because again, you don't got your family and your friends in there to make it fun.
You like that manager who got to open the store by himself? Like, man, fuck this.
What is you saying?
Come in here.
Can't wait to take my lunch. Actually,
right.
Gotta go.
As soon as these guys get here, I'm out
of here. Well, no, because then when they get there, it'll make the shit fun. Like I was to me and bro. It's funny. We had this conversation last year. And it was the first time that we had a job where he was working and I was working at the same time. Outside of that, since kids, we ain't never had no job or work together. I worked at Foot Locker all through high school. I even worked with his cousin, some of his other friends that he played baseball and stuff with. But me and bro never actually worked together. He worked on base and shit or like, so we just had separate jobs. I looked over, I'm like, bro, this is the first time we never ever actually had to work together in the shop at the same time and actually be doing some work and shit. He said, bro, if you don't stop that shit and knock that shit off and get back to work, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about, bro. If you don't stop that shit, you better chill the fuck out. I'm like, I'm just saying, bro, he's like, oh, man.
Like you?
Get back to praying, man. We in production and you want to be sappy.
And you over here want to be sad.
He definitely boss man in the shop.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. And y'all will see that in episode 1. Y'all see episode 1.
Episode 1, for sure.
Work, Jake.
That's he be bossing me around for sure.
Boss man.
I'm sitting there looking through the footage, and it's the funniest part in there.
They're lying.
He said, didn't nobody tell me to come to work and just get to the money? He said, I'm built different. I was like, yep. And then you over here in the background, like, you can't tell him shit. I'm sitting there like, y'all are hilarious.
Can't tell, bro.
Can't tell him nothing.
Not in the shop.
Not in the shop, man. And y'all will see this coming up. We got the Veli Customz YouTube channel getting built. You know what I'm saying?
Coming together nice.
It's coming together, you know what I mean? You got to build it all out, YouTube banners and things like that, make it all look pretty. But we got a couple of episodes on the jump. So as soon as they launch that channel, you're going to get a couple of episodes to watch right off the bat so you don't get no stagnant You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to wait till next week and kind of binge watch a few episodes. You know what I'm saying? To know what it's like to work in the shop and not have enough boxes because, you know, bags shrink wrap and vacuum sealed, and then you try to fold things back up, and you know you'll find out everything that happens in the shop.
Oh, that's
It's a lot. It is. Gentlemen, where can we find you guys individually on the internet?
First off, that gold beer really got you upset. I'm bagging all the baddies and I ain't even get a cut yet.
Me personally,
Not done yet. That's a no-no. I'm trying to look real cinematic with the slow-mos. It take a minute to
He's still
render the
not
footage,
impressed.
but it's good for the
He's
still
not
I
impressed.
know.
You feel me? But no, Finesse Division, FNSE.DVSN. For the Instagram, for our clothing line. Make sure y'all tap in for the launch. It's coming February 13th, 13% off sale. Everything made by Bro to the right. You can see the man. Well, no, really, it's gonna be made by Jake. Everything gonna be made by Jake, supervised by Boss Man.
Oh, there it is. And Big Jake, he said no social Jake.
Yeah, I ain't on the social, but at Veli.
Instalist Jacob.
Instalist Jake.
You know.
Jacob to Julia.
Miss Momo.
Mo Morgan, M0 period Morgan. The zeros is the O's is the zeros.
And y'all, it's been another episode of Growing with Druski. Family, friends, business of all sorts of kinds. Man, I like this dynamic. Like I said, this is one of those, like, you could just talk forever and ever and ever.
Just keep it rolling.
And just keep it rolling because it feels like I'm in the room with, like, my cousins.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? My little bro.
Yeah.
And we just over here just talking to shit. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Druski Media, all one word. And we do have something popping out here very shortly. We got some new shirts on the rise. The Growing with Druski podcast merch is coming out here very soon. Glow in the dark t-shirts.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Yeah, it glows in the dark. So, you know what I'm saying? Pretty dope.
I like it.
Yeah, man. Trying to get another stream of income going.
There it is.
If you go to the link in my bio, I also just dropped a book today. I got a quick ebook for you guys trying to market your business. It's a little thing to help you start your podcast. So I'm gonna get you guys the name of it. But it's pretty much, it's a guide to help you start your podcast to market your business. And it's the tools that you can use on the internet to get to that point today. So the link's gonna be in my bio. $4.99 for the ebook. I drop a little quick bit of knowledge there. It's a few pages, quick read, but you know what I'm saying? If you guys are trying to market your business, get into the podcast game, and we're gonna be out of here, y'all. Peace out.
45,000. Wow.
Appreciate it.
It's like the two-light crew when I'm loving that body. I finesse that. I finesse that. She like the way I do. Ain't seen nothing yet, shawty. It's like the two-light crew when I'm loving that body. I finesse that. I finesse that.